Welcome back to the May 4th Council meeting. We're continuing our review to the FY27 operating budget and FY27-32 capital improvements program. Councilmember Lorianne Sells is not with us. She's at a conference for the week, but she's now online. There you go. We're going to start now with the compensation and benefits for all agencies. I'm going to turn it to the Chair of the GO Committee, Councilmember Stewart.
Great. Thank you to Council President and to everyone. The GO Committee reviewed the compensation and benefits packages as well as the collective bargaining agreements. Our recommendation to the Council was to have a full Council briefing, which we did last Tuesday. And so today we are taking a vote. We do not have a committee recommendation, but I would like to take this opportunity to say that, as someone who has been chairing our GO committee for the last 3 years, and as a mayor in the city of Tacoma Park, working with our local unions, collective bargaining is a very important and crucial process in working with folks in our who work for our county and who service people every day. You are what makes our county work and helps our residents. And collective bargaining is based on trust and collaboration. And while the process of us getting the CBAs and contracts during a tough budget, when the county executive gave us a budget that makes very little room for what was collectively bargained, and the painful process that we started this morning in having these conversations, I truly believe that moving forward, we honor the contracts and we honor those negotiations that happened, and we support those men and women who are out there day in and day out doing the work on behalf of all of us for our residents. So with that, I will turn it back to the Council President.
Thank you for that. I'm going to turn it to Council staff to go through the package so we can start making our votes. Go ahead.
Sounds good. So just the way we've organized everything as one set of decisions. And so the first set of decisions we'll walk through relate to the collective bargaining agreements. And we have each of the different elements of the collective bargaining agreements organized by category. So all the general wage adjustments together, service increments together, et cetera. And the council can take those up as individual items or can take them up as a block, depending on what you so choose. Then we'll walk through all of the compensation decisions that don't relate to the collective bargaining agreements in terms of the pay adjustments outside of the CBAs, group insurance, allocations, retirement, the compensation related NDAs, as well as additional budget resolution language. So that's just kind of the structure of how we'll walk through the different items. And before we start the conversation on the CBAs, Ms. Wellens has a couple technical adjustments to point out in the resolutions.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. So regarding the resolutions, if the council wishes, can be adopted as introduced. However, I wanted to bring to your attention a couple of just updates, just factual updates that would need to be made to the McGeo resolution. And this is on page 13 of the staff packet. Under number 5 of the background section, it references that that the council is waiting on proposed legislation from the executive since the time the resolution was introduced. That legislation has been sent over. So council staff would just recommend amending that section 5 to indicate that the proposed legislation was submitted by the executive on April 23rd, and the council intends to introduce the proposed legislation on May 5th, tomorrow. Similarly, going to page 15, for number 8 of the action section of the resolution, there should be a similar amendment just to say that the council received the proposed legislation on April 23rd from the county executive. The council intends to introduce the legislation on May 5th, 2026. And then in addition, just a couple of updates based on updated salary schedules that were received from the county executive since the time that you introduced the resolutions. The one update would be for number 10. There's an indicated indication that the deputy sheriff's uniform salary schedule is increased by 1.57. That 1.57 should be changed to an average of 3.77. And then in addition, the final correction would just be page 16, paragraph number 16, Department of Corrections, where the increase of the correctional officer uniform salary schedule, it says there it would be increased by 1.57%. It should be 1.56%. So those updates and corrections, just wanted to bring to your attention. Thank you.
So I'm going to say without objection, we accept all those technical changes. Okay? You may continue. And so, we're going to take these votes as a block. Okay?
Okay. So the first decision point is on page 2 of the staff report, and it's decisions on the collective bargaining agreements. So there are each of the different categories is listed here on pages 2 through 5. Yes, 2 through 5. General wage adjustments, service increments, longevity increments, increases in special pay, tool and shoe allowances, physical examination screenings, tuition assistance, retirement legislation, and health benefits.
Without objection, we accept the committee's recommendations and
There wasn't a committee
well,
recommendation. so
the
there needs to
county
be
executive's recommendations. But do you have a?
I think someone needs to move and
I'll move
support these.
Moved by Council, the Chair of the Go Committee, Councilmember Stewart, second by Council Vice President Balcom. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, it's unanimous. Looking at the TV. Anything else?
Yes, now we're on to page 6 of the staff report. So the next item is FY27 pay adjustments outside of the collective bargaining agreements, and this is essentially pay adjustments for non-represented employees. And the staff recommendation is you make approve pay adjustments that align with the same decisions you made in the collective bargaining agreements. So this would be to approve the pay adjustments as recommended by the executive, as well as approving the non-merit salary schedules for the executive branch and legislative branch non-merit staff.
I need a motion. Moved by Councilmember Will Jowando, second by Council Vice President Balcom. All those in favor, please raise your hand. And it passed unanimously.
Okay, next area, still on page 6 of the staff report, is FY27 allocations for group insurance. The staff recommendation is to support the agency's FY27 tax-supported request for active employee group insurance costs and the FY27 projection for the county government's employee health benefits self-insurance fund. To support the FY27 tax-supported request for retiree pay-as-you-go costs, and support the executive's recommended FY27 OPEB pre-funding in the Consolidated Retiree Health Benefits Trust.
Thank you. I need a motion. Moved by Council Vice President Balcom, second by Councilmember Sidney Katz. All those in favor, please raise your hand. And it passed unanimously.
All right, still on page 6. Group number 4 is the FY27 allocations for retirement. Staff recommendation is to support the county executive's recommendation for the retirement costs for the employees in the employee retirement system, the retirement savings plan, and the guaranteed retirement income plan, as well as to approve the recommended FY27 administrative and operating budgets for the ERS, RSP, GRIP, deferred compensation plan, and consolidated retiree health benefits trust.
I need a motion. Moved by Councilmember Will Jowando, second by Councilmember Sarah Evans. All those in favor, please raise your hands. And it passed unanimously.
Okay, the last two items are the approval of the FY27 county government compensation related NDAs. And this is essentially the compensation employee benefits adjustment NDA has $36 million in it as recommended by the executive. As a reminder, this is largely due to the pension shift from the state. That's what $28 million of those is for. And so it would be that piece to approve that, as well as the additional budget resolution language that we've included for the past several years, specifying that council approval is required for the provision of general emergency or hazard pay for more than 10 consecutive days.
Thank you. I need a motion. Moved by Councilmember Don Lukey, second by Councilmember Sidney Katz. All those in favor, please raise your hand. It passed unanimously.
And that is it.
That is it. Thank you so much to every single person who's here. We have a lot to do and to move forward. And I'll see everybody tomorrow at 9 o'clock to continue our conversation on how to make sure that we keep this county moving forward and making those reductions that we need. With that, we are adjourned. Thank you.